Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another Steam Summer Sale 2023 video. This time we are looking at games under 10. I've already made one for under 5, so have a look at that as well. So first we start with Ghostrunner. So you're playing as a cyberpunk ninja and you have to make your way up through this giant tower building type thing and fight the evil boss up there. There's woman here. And yes, a very fun game, very fast paced. Very hard as well, if I'm honest, because you can die with one hit, you can also kill with one hit, you have all your ninja weapons, your katana, your what are those stars called, shuriken or something. And yeah, so it's a very interesting game, and there's a sequel coming out later this year as well. Now this is currently 70% off, $9, $6.29 in India, £7.49 and 12 in Canada, €9. Next is Spyro Reignited Trilogy. So this is an Activision published game, surprisingly well priced for an Activision game, overwhelmingly positive here, and this is 75% off, $10, $6.87 in India, £8.74, £12.49 in Canada and €10 as well. So this has 3 games here. Next is Sid Meier's Civilization 6. So your big turn-based strategy game, famous series, and this is the latest one here. Of course these games have a lot of DLCs, but the base game is at a reasonable price here, very reasonable, 90% off, $6, $2.50 in India, £5, 8 in Canada, 6 in the Eurozone. Of course they have a lot of DLCs, so a few of them are on sale, some of them are not too expensive, so you can start playing and add them according to your interests. Tekken 7 is also on a good sale, so your fighting action game, and this is 85% off, $6, $1.50 in India, $5.24 in the UK and $8 in Canada. Next is Deep Rock Galactic. So this is a PvE co-op game. You are a colony of dwarfs and it's up to 4 players. You can play together. It involves going and mining for resources and also fighting these giant bug-like creatures. Very fun game, very well optimized, small in size to download, easy to run, and you can see here overwhelmingly positive reviews. So yeah, really good game. 67% off, $9.89, $2.30 in India, $8.24 in the UK, $11.54 in Canada and just under 10 in the Eurozone. It should have a decent player base as well. We don't have the information here, but it normally has a good player base. Next is Subnautica. So one of the most interesting survival style games I've played. You crash land on an ocean planet. Basically it's just water everywhere and you have to find a way to get out of it, but you also go and explore the water. Now even though I'm a bit scared of like deep water and stuff, this was an amazing experience. There's a very well done crafting system in here as well, and the story is interesting as well, but it's not a very hand-holdy story, so you have to read the PDAs and stuff to figure out. But I really liked it. This game also got a huge update recently. They've added a lot of features from the second game, the sequel Below Zero, into the first game. So a lot of crafting modules, a few UI optimization stuff, things like that. So I played this back in 2018 and it's even better now. Once again, you can see over 200,000 reviews are overwhelmingly positive. So this is 67% off, $9.89 in the US, $4.94 in India, $8.24 in the UK, $13 in Canada, $9.89 in the Eurozone. Devil May Cry 5. So this is the latest in the DMC series. Very fun game, again made in the RE engine, very well optimized. It ran beautifully on my old RX 570. I was even doing 60 FPS on the highest settings. So really good game, and even though I'm not a fan of these style of games, it was fun to play. This is 67% off, $9.89, $5.77 in India, $7.91 in the UK, $13.19 in Canada. Next is Gears 5, another surprisingly good game. I played this on the Game Pass. This one has a little bit more of an open world feel, although it's not still technically an open world game, but it has bigger areas for you to explore. And I really like the campaign of this one. I did not bother much with the multiplayer, but the campaign was well done. This is 75% off, $10, $2.24 in India, $8.74 in the UK, $12.49 in Canada. $2.24 in India is an excellent regional price for a big AAA game from Microsoft. Next we have Assassin's Creed Origins. Now all of them are on sale. I've picked Origins here because this is like the new sort of rebooted version where they made it into more of an RPG, and of course exploring the origins of the Assassin Order. And this was also good. It's set in ancient Egypt. The setting is wonderfully done here. 85% off, $9, $4.50 in India, $7.49 in the UK, and $12 in Canada. Next is No Kuni Wrath of the White Witch Remastered. So it's one of those RPGs, JRPGs, where you have to fight with your creatures, and this was a very popular game back about 10 years ago when this was exclusive to PlayStation 3. A lot of people said this was the best PlayStation 3 game, so that is why I actually got it on PlayStation 3. I have a physical version of this. It's not really my kind of game, but it's still a very well made game. Art style is very nice, and it's interesting combat style again. So this got ported to PC a few years ago, and better visuals, I guess, remastered. And it's actually on a decent sale despite it being a Bandai Namco game. They normally don't have good sales. This is 80% off, $10, $400 in India, $8 in the UK, and $13.39 in Canada. A Way Out. So this is a co-op split screen style game. You follow two characters and play together. It's made by Hazelight, the people behind the game Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, and more similar co-op games. They tend to make other co-op games as well. The Elder Scrolls Online. So another game in the Elder Scrolls series, online only, and surprisingly popular. They seem to have a lot of expansions coming out for this one. And this is 70% off, $6, $4.79 in India, $4.79 in the UK, $7.49 in Canada. This also has a lot of frequent free-to-play weekends and stuff. So if you are not too sure, you could wait, and we might see one soonish, and you can try it out there. Next is Outward Definitive Edition. So this is another interesting RPG, co-op survival elements. It also has split screen, a little bit of an old-fashioned RPG. Now, some of the reviews I've read for this one say that it tends to have a weird difficulty spike here and there, which may be the reason why we have some mixed reviews recently. But yeah, it's a slightly old-fashioned style RPG, I guess. So if you're interested, have a look at this. You could consider this as a bit of a hidden gem, I suppose. So this is 75% off, $10, $500 in India, $9.49 in the UK, $12.49 in Canada, and €10. House Flipper. So this is your house repairing simulation style game. You buy up old houses, repair them, fix them up, decorate them, sell them for a profit, then move on to bigger and better things. So yeah, if you like these style of games, this should be fun. I do like these games. I like Power Wash Simulator and Gas Station Renovator and stuff like that. So you may enjoy this. And there's a sequel coming out as well, House Flipper 2. So you may like this. This is 70% off, $7.49, $3.30 in India, $6.29 in the UK, and $9.75 in Canada. Stardew Valley. So a very popular game. I thought I'll mention this here because it is under 10. This game might not look much, but it is very fun, very enjoyable, and it has a great story. The developer adds a lot of updates, very frequent updates here, and a lot to do. So yeah, you can see here reviews, 500,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews. So if you still haven't played this, check it out. And this is 34% off, just under $10, $316 in India, $7.25 in the UK, and $11.21 in Canada. Next is Hollow Knight. So I might make a separate video for Metroidvanias depending on the interest and time, but I thought I'll mention this here just in case I don't get around to that, because this is once again one of the finest games I've played. So this is a 2D Souls-like Metroidvania, like I said. Big map to explore. It's like you are in an underground bug world, bug city. Huge map, and you have to go through, and it's just a very beautiful game, beautiful music. Everything is just so well done here. And once again, look at the reviews here. More than 250,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews. So this is 50% off, $7.49, $3.45 in India, $6.39 in the UK, $9.74 in Canada. Next we have Oxygen Not Included. So another base building colony, same game with nice graphics and a lot of flexibility in how you play and manage your people here. So this is made by Clay Entertainment. Again, they make really great games. And this is another one, 66% off, 849 in India. Sorry, 849 in the US, 193 in India, 645 in the UK, 951 in Canada. Potion Craft Alchemist Simulator. So you could consider this as a bit of a hidden gem, and yeah, another video list I should consider. So this is a game where you move into a town and you are basically an alchemist, and you have to mix ingredients and start making potions for the people of the village. And there's a mini game where you mix all the different herbs into different potions. That was quite fun to play, and of course you have a shop to run, so you get daily customers who want different things. And yeah, it's a fun feel. It's got that medieval vibe, and I played this when this was in early access. Now it is out in like full release. So this is 35% off, 974 in the US, 298 in India, 740 in the UK, 1136 in Canada. Control Ultimate Edition. So I thought I'll throw in a AAA game here. So this is made by Remedy, the people who originally made the Max Payne games, and a very fun game, interesting story, got a lot of awards as you can see here. And this is $10, $749 in India, $874 in the UK, $1374 in Canada, and this is the Ultimate Edition. I have a isometric cyberpunk RPG called the Ascent. Now this game tends to fluctuate between just mixed and just positive, but I did play this game and finish this, and it's a fun game. The detail in the environment is fantastic. There's a lot of weapon customization. The story itself isn't the best, and you have the silent protagonist. Interesting things to do. You can also play this in co-op. I actually finished this in co-op with a friend, and yeah, it's a decent game here. So this is 70% off, $899, $629 in India, $749 in the UK, and $12 in Canada. So yeah, so that's a quick look at games under $10. Now I'll move on to more genre-based lists. So like I said, Metroidvanias, maybe hidden gems, open world games, stuff like that. Also, I have put a poll on the community tab, so make sure to vote over there so we can decide what to cover next. I'll try and cover as many as I can. I mean, we have almost 2 weeks, so I'll try and make every kind of video I can think of. But yeah, if you have any requests, as always, mention them so I can focus on that. But yeah, thank you once again. See you next time.